Hello students, welcome to RG Studio. My name is Rahul. I am a teacher. In this video, I am going to give you information regarding 20 very important multiple choice questions for the preparation of entrance exam of Master of Public Health, that is MPH. This video is very useful for various university and institutes MPH entrance exams like AIMS Jodhpur, AIMS Rishikesh, AIMS Raipur, CUET PG, Common University Entrance Test for postgraduate courses, PGI MER Chandigarh, TISS Mumbai, JIPMER Pondicherry, IIPH, NIMAD Bangalore, JNU, Hyderabad University, Pune University, Lucknow University, ICMR Bhubaneswar, Rajiv Gandhi Health University, and for all other university and institutes which conducts Master of Public Health, that is MPH entrance exams, and students who are preparing for various university and institutes Master of Public Health, Hospital Management, and for other courses entrance exams. And for this, if they want to join online or offline coaching and want important questions PDF notes, they can WhatsApp on 9411513974. And for the preparation of competitive exams, there is a WhatsApp group which link you will get in description box. Kindly subscribe to the channel so that you can get the information for important videos and get the information for various admissions and jobs. So here first question is here topic is communicable and non-communicable diseases. So first question is the infectivity of chickenpox lasts for. The infectivity of chickenpox lasts for option A till the last scab falls off, option B 6 days after onset of rash, option C 3 days after onset of rash, option D till the fever subsides. So correct answer is option B, that is 6 days after onset of rash. The infectivity of chickenpox lasts for. Correct answer is 6 days after onset of rash. Next question is chickenpox is characterized by all except. Chickenpox is characterized by all except. Option A, scabs are ineffective. Pleomorphic stages. Option C, rashes symmetrical, centripetal, dew drop like. Option D, palms and soles not affected by rash. So correct answer is scabs are infective. Chickenpox is characterized by all except. Correct answer is scabs are infective. So chickenpox is not characterized by scabs are infective. And chickenpox is characterized by pleomorphic stages, rashes symmetrical, centripetal, dew drop like, palms and soles not affected by rash. So chickenpox is characterized by option B, C and D, and chickenpox is not characterized by option A, that is scabs are infective. Next question is smallpox eradication was successful due to all of the following reasons except. Smallpox eradication was successful due to all of the following reasons except. Option A, subclinical cases did not transmit the disease. Option B, a highly effective vaccine was available. Option C, infection provided lifelong immunity. Option D, cross resistance existed with animal pox. So correct answer is option D, that is cross resistance existed with animal pox. So question here is smallpox eradication was successful due to all of the following reasons except. So correct answer is cross resistance existed with animal pox. So smallpox eradication was successful due to all of the following reasons, and the reason cross resistance existed with animal pox, this statement is not true for smallpox eradication. And correct options for smallpox eradication, that is option A, B and C. So smallpox eradication was successful due to subclinical cases did not transmit the disease, a highly effective vaccine was available, infection provided lifelong immunity. So option A, B and C are these statements are true for the reasons smallpox eradication was successful. And for option D, that is cross resistance existed with animal pox, This is not true for smallpox eradication. The regions by which smallpox eradication was successful. Next question is, all of the following are true about varicella virus except. All of the following are true about varicella virus except option A, 10 to 30% chances of occurrence. Option B, all stages of rash are seen at the same time. Option C, secondary attack rate is 90%. Option D, rash commonly seen in flexure area. So correct answer is option A, 10 to 30% chances of occurrence. So all of the following are true about varicella virus. So this option is not true about varicella virus. So option A is not true about varicella virus, that is 10 to 30% chances of occurrence. And option B, C and D, these statements are true about varicella virus, that is all stages of rash are seen at the same time. Secondary attack rate is 90%. Rash commonly seen in flexure area. Next question is, secondary attack rate of chickenpox is. Secondary attack rate of chickenpox is option A 60, option B 50, option C 90, option D 40. Correct answer is option C 90. Secondary attack rate of chickenpox is, correct answer is 90. Next question is, chickenpox is infective. Option A 2 days before and 2 days after rash appearance. Option B 2 days before and 5 days after rash appearance. Option C 4 days before and 4 days after rash appearance. Option D 4 days before and 5 days after rash appearance. So correct answer is option B, that is 2 days before and 5 days after rash appearance. Chickenpox is infective. Correct answer is 2 days before and 5 days after rash appearance. Next question is, true about chickenpox are all accept. So question is, true about chickenpox are all accept. Option A, caused by herpes simplex type 3. Option B, SAR is 90%. Option C, superficial rash. Option D, single stage of rash is seen. So true about chickenpox are all. So the option D is not true about chickenpox, that is single stage of rash is seen. This statement is not true about chickenpox. And option A, B and C, these statements are true about chickenpox, that is caused by herpes simplex type 3, SAR is 90%, superficial rash. So these statements are true about chickenpox. Next question is, varicella zoster virus infection is more likely to occur in which of the following months? Varicella zoster virus infection is more likely to occur in which of the following months? Option A, March. Option B, August. Option C, October. Option D, November. So correct answer is March. So varicella zoster virus infection is more likely to occur in March. Next question is, shingles is caused by. Option A, variola major. Option B, varicella zoster virus. Option C, CMV. Option D, toxoplasma. So correct answer is option B, that is varicella zoster virus. Shingles is caused by, correct answer is varicella zoster virus. Next question, true about chickenpox infection. True about chickenpox infection. Option A, centrifugal distribution. Option B, centripetal distribution. Option C, severe prodromal symptoms. Option D, involves mainly extensor surface. So correct answer is option B, that is centripetal distribution. So statement B, that is centripetal distribution, this is true about chickenpox infection. And option A, C and D, these statements are not true about chickenpox infection, that is centrifugal distribution, severe prodromal symptoms, involves mainly extensor surface. These statements are not true about chickenpox infection. Next question is, all are true about chickenpox except. All are true about chickenpox except option B, crust contain live virus. Option B, centripetal in distribution. Option C, pleomorphic rashes seen. Option D, rapid progression from macule to vesicle. So correct answer is option A, that is crust contain live virus. This statement is not true about chickenpox. So crust contain live virus. This statement is not true about chickenpox. And option B, C and D, these statements are true about chickenpox. That is centripetal in distribution, pleomorphic recess seen, rapid progression from vacuole to vesicle. Next question is, which of the following is not true of measles? Which of the following is not true of measles? Option A, high secondary attack rate. Option B, only one strain causes infection. Option C, not infectious in prodromal stage. Option D, infection confirms lifelong immunity. So correct answer is, which of the following is not true of measles? So not infectious in prodromal stage. So this is statement non-infectious in prodromal stage. This statement is not true of measles. And option A, B and D, that is high secondary attack rate, only one strain causes infection, infection confers lifelong immunity. These statements are true of measles. Next question is, which of the following is the least common complication of measles? Which of the following is the least common complication of measles? Option A, diarrhea. Option B, pneumonia. Option C, otitis media. Option D, SSPE. So correct answer is, which of the following is the least common complication of measles? So correct answer is SSPE, that is sclerosing panencephalitis subacute. So this full form of SSPE is sclerosing panencephalitis subacute. So SSPE, this is a chronic brain disease of children and adolescents that occurs months to often years after an attack of measles, causing convulsions, motor abnormalities, mental retardation and usually death. So SSP is the least common complication of measles. Next question is, which of the following statements is true about the epidemiological determinants of measles? Which of the following statements is true about the epidemiological determinants of measles? Option A, measles virus survives outside the human body for 5 days. Option B, carriers are important source of infection. Option C, secondary attack rate is less than that of rubella. Option D, incidence of measles is more in males than females. So correct answer is option C, secondary attack rate is less than that of rubella. So which of the following statement is true about the epidemiological determinants of measles? So option C is true about the epidemiological determinants of measles, that is secondary attack rate is less than that of rubella. And option A, B and D, these statements are not true about the epidemiological determinants of measles. Next question is, true about measles is all except. True about measles is all except. Option A, Koplik's spots appear as rash disappears. Option B, it is prevented by both active and passive immunization. Option C, otitis media and meningitis are most common complications. Option D, TB is aggravated in post measles. So correct answer is option A, that is Koplik's spot appear as rash disappears. So this statement is not true about measles. So Koplik's spots appear as rash disappears. This statement is not true about measles. And option B, C and D, these statements are true about measles, that is it is prevented by both active and passive immunization. Otitis media and meningitis are the most common complications. TB is aggravated in post measles. So these statements are true about measles. Next question is, all are true regarding measles vaccine except. Option A, freeze dried live attenuated vaccine. Option B, single intramuscular dose of 0.5 ml. Option C, is occasionally associated with TSS. Option D, contraindicated in pregnancy. So correct answer is All are true regarding measles vaccine accept. So option B is not true regarding measles vaccine, that is single intramuscular dose of 0.5 ml. This statement is not true about measles. And option A, C and D, these statements are true regarding measles, that is freeze dried live attenuated vaccine is occasionally associated with TSS, contraindicated in pregnancy. These statements are true regarding measles. Next question is true about measles. Option A, Koplik spot appears in prodromal stage. Option B, fever stops after onset of rash. Option C, vaccine given at 9 months. Option D, it is not diagnosed when coryza and rhinitis is absent. Option D, incubation period is 6 days. So option A, B and C, these statements are true about measles, that is Koplik spot appears in prodromal stage, fever stops after onset of rash, vaccine given at 9 months. These statements are true about measles. And option D and E, it is not diagnosed when coryza and rhinitis is absent, incubation period is 6 days. These statements are not true about measles. Next question is Koplik spots are seen in option A, prodromal stage, option B, incubation, option C, eruptive, option D, convalescent stage. So correct answer is option A, prodromal stage. Koplik spots are seen is correct answer is prodromal stage. Next question is most serious complication of measles is option A, Koplik spots, option B, parotitis, option C, meningoencephalitis, option D, nephritis. So correct answer is option C, that is meningoencephalitis. Most common complication of measles is, correct answer is meningoencephalitis. Meningoencephalitis is the most serious complication of measles. Next question is most common cause of death due to measles is, so most common cause of death due to measles is option A, pneumonia, option B, secondary bacterial infection, option C, measles encephalitis, option D, otitis media. So correct answer is option B, secondary bacterial infection. So most common cause of death due to measles is, correct answer is secondary bacterial infection. Secondary bacterial infection is the most common cause of death due to measles. So in this video, information regarding 20 very important multiple choice questions has been given for the preparation of entrance exam for Master of Public Health, that is MPH, and this video is very useful for various university and institutes MPH entrance exams like AIIMS Rishikesh, AIIMS Jodhpur, AIIMS Raipur, CUT PG, PGI MER Chandigarh, TISS Mumbai, JIPMER Pondicherry, IIPH, NIMHANS Bangalore, JNU, Hyderabad University, Lucknow University, Pune University, ICMR Bhubaneswar, Rajiv Gandhi Health University, and for all other university and institutes which conducts MPH entrance exams, and students who are preparing for various university and institutes, Master of Public Health, Hospital Management, and for other courses entrance exams. And for this, if they want online or offline coaching and want important questions PDF notes, they can WhatsApp on 9411513974. And for the preparation of competitive exams, there is a WhatsApp group which link you will get in description box. Kindly subscribe to the channel so that you can get the information for important videos and get the information for various admissions and jobs. Thanks for watching this video.